Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to Drop Temp Coffee Podcast. This is
And
Tim,
I'm Keri.
and we are here to talk about number 2. That's episode 2, the second half of our Golden Bean episode. Number 2.
Part 2.
We're number 2.
Well,
number 2.
I don't know if we're number 2, but we'll explain why in a moment here.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to set the stage that today is the Tuesday after Golden Bean. We very much appreciate everybody coming back in for the second half of this episode. The last time that we talked, you saw us being very nervous and patiently awaiting the results that were going to be coming.
And sick.
Oh, and sick. And by the way, I'm not sick anymore. How about you?
I'm not either. Thank goodness. We were dying.
Yeah, it was not our best episode, but we're going to try and get something better because I would dare say that we're both in pretty good mood. How do you feel about that, Keri?
Yeah, I'm above average.
Oh, way to understate it. Well, let me see if I can set the stage. So, we decided that we were going to have an impromptu watch party at a local watering hole called Three Mugs Brewing. We thank the guys at Three Mugs for a lovely evening. Thank you very much for letting us borrow your huge screen. Keri set that up. Thank you.
Anytime.
Now, we sat down, and it was right about 6 o'clock our time, and they went through the pregame, which usually involves an Aussie man singing, which is weird. I have no idea why that happens. But then they got to announcing things. So I had turned around because I wanted to buy a round for people. And all of a sudden I heard my name as a bronze medal winner in alternative milk. Yes! Yay! And really, it was pretty satisfying. So I turned around and went to go buy the round. And Keri, what happened? Go ahead, tell them.
And then you sat down because you were trying to see your name on the... So, for context, they were streaming this live on Instagram. And the way that they had the screen, they had this... which it was like a projector screen where they had the slots... I'm sorry, not the slots. They had the slideshow of the different winners in each of the categories. Well, that projector screen that they were showing the images on the live stream, it was very hard to see. So we couldn't see it on the TV. So myself, Tim, and Noreen were looking on our phones on Instagram, hoping that we could see the names a little bit better. And I remember you got the rounds, you came back, and you were looking at the screens. I don't know. So you were texting somebody or somebody was texting you during the moment. And then they announced the winner of the alternative milk, which happened to be...
And now I have to show off. We're going to do it. I've never seen a gold medal before. That's a gold medal. And just so everybody sees it, that's legit. Can we see that? Oh, yeah.
Not really.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, we'll have to post a picture on the Drop Temp page on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll get there. So then I'm going to take this up. We were in stunned shock. There was silence in the room for a moment.
Wait.
And then
we got to backtrack. Because what happened...
Go ahead.
What happened is, as soon as I said, Tim, you won! You won gold! For a minute there, I saw the hamster wheels going, and you kind of stared off at one point, and you were like, what? I said, Tim, you won gold! And then you looked at your phone, and you said, oh my God! And that's when it hit Tim.
There were, like I said, stunned silence to heart palpitations and numb fingertips. Oh my God!
His jaw was literally down to the floor. He was like, with his arthritis hands.
Yeah, it's true. Oh my God. Well, then we had the fun. Then we had the fun stuff, which was the category came to an end, and we were all in stunned silence. And then they had the single serve category come up next, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear Keri. Roasted by Mom, which, by the way, got a sarcastic response from the guys at Golden Bean. Look, it's a great name, y'all. I'm just saying. So she ended up winning her first medal. Yeah, there's more than that. They were winning her first medal to become a multiple medal winner over 2 years in the single serve. Now, in the same way, I looked over, and Keri had this big cheesy grin on her face. I'm not going to lie, it was the warmest thing ever. It was fantastic. So they kept progressing down the way, and they moved into the categories for the gigantic, larger people. If you had more than 5 shops, you're considered a large chain. And they announced the large chain winners, and most of those guys were the ones you expect, Haven and so on and so forth. By the way, much love, Haven. Well done. Good job, guys. However, when it came back around, we started getting names mentioned a lot. Noreen ended up winning 2 medals. Keri ended up winning a medal. By the way, second medal for Keri's in the most populated heading in pour over filter. And to give everybody an idea, we entered 4 of those. We got 2 medals. Keri ended up 2 for 2 this year. Well done, Keri.
Thank you.
Nice job, lady. Well done. Bravo.
Yeah.
We ended up cleaning house. We ended up with 9 bronze medals and a gold medal. And we still have to see where that goes. I'm so proud. The staff ended up doing so well. But now we get to finish with the really funny stuff. So we were reviewing because there was this number thing. We had no idea really how many medals we had. At one point we thought it was 7. At one point we thought it was 9. At another point we thought it was 8. And it kept going back and forth. But to clarify, earlier today, we ended up going over the medals. They send a certificate in a private entry listing that you have that shows you what won medals. And we reviewed and realized that we had won 9 bronze medals and a gold medal, which is amazing. We've never won 10 medals in a competition before. Sheree and Bowie both took in 2. But the thing that really ended up making us laugh, was the fact that I tried to put Nicaragua pineapple as an entry name, and it came out Neuralgia pineapple, and I didn't realize. And here's the fun part, to let you know how it is around my roastery. Sharia, my business manager, didn't bother asking me about the name because she thought it was just being a weirdo. The guy who had named Existential Support and Don't Be a Dick as names of coffee, she thought I meant to name it Neuralgia. She never asked. I don't know how that happened. AI is not that intelligent, y'all. Neuralgia pineapple. Pineapple's so good, it'll give you neuralgia. Oh, my God.
Wow. That must give you really good coffee.
Now we're going to... Hey, it's really good. It'll give you a neurological condition.
Lord. Hey,
oh,
you're
my
talking
God.
to someone who has a functional neurological disorder, so it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, there you go. Lifetime conditions. Who knew? We mean no disrespect to people who suffer neuralgia, but the idea that word would show up for Nicaragua, I don't know how the hell that happened. I have no idea. I don't know. Anyway, as it goes, we were nice enough to have Jan Weigel, who at one point owned Fresh Cut Magazine, pick up our medals for us, and we were lucky enough to get them picked up today, which is amazing. Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Fresh Cup. And we want to send out our best wishes to the Edwards family. You know who you are. We're all thinking about you. A couple of losses in that family recently. So we send our heartfelt condolences, and I hope you guys are doing super well in the meantime. Thank you for putting on a good show. Please be healthy and be happy together. Thank you. I just wanted to say that quick piece. Well, Keri, how about you? We know that it's going to be relatively short, but give me some observations. Tell me the fun. Tell me what was fun.
What was fun was that we got to see another friend of ours, Brenda Enyart. She's been on the podcast before. She's the owner of Savi Island Coffee Roasting Company. Brenda is a very talented, another woman-owned coffee roasting company. Her shop is actually based in Beaverton, but she lives on Savi Island. So for those who know Savi Island, it's mostly farm and marshland, and so she named it after that, right? I went into Brenda's shop one day because, I don't know, I was doing something and I needed coffee, so I happened to stop by their shop. And Josiah, who is the lead barista there, he told me that Brenda entered into Golden Bean. And I said, oh, really? So I texted Brenda. I said, hey, what's up? I heard you entered into Golden Bean. She's like, yeah, I have my decaf coffee, and I submitted that for Golden Bean and just submitted one category. And we were watching the winners of the decaf category for Golden Bean. And Sauvie Island Coffee Company won a silver medal in decaf. So I texted Brenda immediately, and I said, OMG, Brenda, dude. And she texts, I guess she was visiting with her family, and she goes, what happened? And I said, girl, you won silver. She's like, no way. And I said, way. And she's like, wow. So shout out to Brenda. Congratulations on your silver. That's pretty amazing.
Well done, Brenda.
We also had a few local companies, Compass Coffee Roasting, based out of Washington, Vancouver, I believe. They had a lot of entries in. They won gold for single serve.
For 3 categories?
Yeah, they won.
Single serve?
Right. Which I'm jealous of. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah, of course. I know. It's okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Compass has entered much, but they crushed a bunch of categories.
That just shows like how talented their team is with Compass. I mean, I was a little bit, envious here, because I was hoping that I would actually get silver or gold again in this category. But hey, I'll take bronze. At least I got my coffee in. And like you said, I was 2 for 2. I walked away with 2 bronze medals, compared to last year where I had actually 4 entries and I walked away with 1 silver medal. So, I'll take it.
Yep. Well, I've always considered this to be growth. I mean, let's face it, right? If you stop improving, you're probably dead, right? Like, you should always be looking, because someone's always better than you. Someone's always got a fresh idea. And honestly, the feedback that we get from this, we're going to review the scores and what was said about our coffee so we can end up improving. I mean, sky's the limit. It'd be great to go back in there and do this all over again. I'll tell you what, though. I never thought that I would get that. Never thought I would get that.
You got it.
Didn't think it was going to happen.
And Tim's been doing this for 10 years. 10 years of hard work, dedication. And I have to tell you, Saturday night was Tim's night, and he deserves every single bit of compliments and congratulations he can get, because he has worked his butt off for it.
I really appreciate that, Keri. Thank you. There's a lot of hard workers around our building, a lot of motivational people. Yeah. You included.
And you got it.
This is, we all get. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you also have an amazing crew that absolutely loves you. They are hardworking, they're dedicated, and they absolutely are motivated to be, bring out the best in BCR. You got some talented people on your staff. So not only this win was just for you, but it was a win for everybody that night. So Blind Coffee Roasters as a whole was a win for all of them.
Well, and here, these are for Bowie. Here are 2 of them. Well done, Bowie. Bowie ended up winning for DR Congo coffee. Ended up getting 2 medals in it. 1 for espresso and 1 for milk-based. And then these are Shareas. And Shareya ended up getting an all milk-based medal and an espresso medal. We all medaled in espresso. I think that's amazing. There were 1,000 entries in espresso, and they only gave medals to the top 19 finishers by points. Now there were ties. Same thing in pour over, one of the most populated things. By the way, well done in pour over, right? That's the thing. We talk about the things it takes in terms of coffee, but you have to have the talent at the roasting stand as well. And honestly, I get motivated every day by watching the people that work at our shop do their work. So much talent there. So many good roasters. I'm so lucky. Anyway, I draw this episode to a close, so I want to say a couple of good things, and please jump in there, Keri, if you got anything else. But I think we got our point across. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, it was something that we all look forward to each year and that we work hard. And I have to say that there's some people out there that are like, why do you do this? Why do you go through this? What is it about this competition that makes, why do you want to enter into this? And people on the out, let's for a minute here, I have to talk about this, Tim, and you're more than welcome to jump in. There's people who are outside of coffee that are like, why do you enter into this competition? What benefit does it bring to you? And to that, I say, honestly, it's from myself as a roaster, as someone who is a crafter, an artist, that I am taking something that a coffee farmer, a coffee producer had worked hard and long for years. They have labored for this for a long time. And that the fact that us as a roaster, that we took the coffee that this coffee farmer worked so hard to grow their harvest their crop, we took that crop, we roasted it and interpreted it into the way that really represents the farmer in that perspective. So for us, it's not so much about our art and craft, but it's also representing the art and the craft and the hard work and dedication that the farmers have put into when it comes to growing the coffee that we're able to use in competition. And I think, if anything, by representing the farmers in that is a win. So it's not so much us. But when it does come to us as roasters, it allows us to have that validation that we are doing something right. We know the quality of our work. It is a competition. It is to have fun, but also to say to folks, I'm serious about what I do. I am passionate in what I do. And it may sound silly that I do this out of love, entering into a competition, but it's a validation. It's a validation, my work and my craft that I do to bring great quality coffee into your home every single.
I agree on that validation. I also agree in the amount of work it takes farmers to get there. But as a competition, I see this as personal growth. I think that for us, you can generalize flavors in coffee. I don't feel like the fact that, and here's my thing, right? We both used the same coffee and roasted it differently and both ended up winning, right? And this is something that's amazing. Everybody can buy the same cup. It's what you do with it otherwise that separates you. And for me, that is validation in the fact that my career, as long as it has been, is headed the right way. I don't think you can ever be satisfied with one way of roasting. I think you need to modify. And certainly there are people that have influenced us, especially over the last year, to become better at what we do, However, and I've said this before, the people who put the coffees into our stock that allowed us to roast them, Kavoya and Genuine Origins this year, both represented an amazing quality of coffee that then allowed us the joy of fiddling with it to see if we could get done.
I also wanted to jump in and give a shout out to Hasina Coffee Source, because the coffee that I submitted was left over from their roasting competition a few weeks prior. So shout out to Hasina Coffee Source for the amazing coffee that helped me get a bronze medal.
That's the thing. During our time, Cafe Creole, by the way, hello Joey and staff at Cafe Creole, has represented a number of medals for us. Their coffee is amazing. And we have to look at everybody that sold us coffee, everywhere from Cafe Zamora By the way, much love to Cafe Zamora. La Manita, have much love to La Manita. We have to look at the other people that come in and sell us even one bag at a time to let us represent what we do well. If we don't have that, quality to start, I don't think we do as well as we do. I will say this. For me, all the coffee that we enter is actually on our menu. It's something you can actually buy from us. This year, like most other years, we tried to do that. We tried to make that something that's completely accessible. So please, if you ever want to take a look at what we're doing, please let us know. Which reminds me, we want to talk about getting us closer to 100. We are on the way. We're on the way to 100 subscribers. We're going to give some coffee away. Yeah. We're on the way. With that said, please, I'm going to end up getting to our sponsors in a sec. And for the both of us, I think Primo Coffee Roasting deserves a huge shout out. Beyond the fact they help support us and keep us doing this, their machine has won us both medals. All the medals we won have come off of Primo. I can't give a higher recommendation ever. Those guys make amazing equipment. They're easy to work with. They step up when something's wrong. That interview with Christian a couple episodes back was very telling. Christian's a great guy, as is Brandon. Thank you guys. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for what you do. I think we're going to end it strong. We'll give to the other people out there. We want to thank Kool-Aid Coffee for their support and upcoming amazing single-serve device that will be available soon. We also want to say thank you to Seattle Coffee Automation for an amazing bagging machine. Thank you guys very much for an amazing relief on our employees to not have to do things by hand. I also want to send a quick shout out to San Cristobal. Jacob, nice to hear from you again. And next year we know that your coffee is going to be in there as well. And generally speaking, Anna Christie. Hello, Anna, Terra Negra. By the way, any shout-outs from you?
Just shout out for Golden Bean for hosting a really great event. And shout out to all the people that are listening and supporting our show. And we hope that you be able to spread the word with others and share our episodes with your family and friends, because it would be really nice to be able to give you guys more content and more episodes like this. And, with you guys listening and you guys being interactive with the show, that really helps us, and it helps us create content. So any feedback that you have, you can always email us at hello@Drop Temp Coffee, where you can email us for any questions, inquiries, anything like that. So thank you to all who's listening.
Yep. The final thing, if you like Keri and you want to try her coffee, you ought to go to roastedbymom.com, because she's got some great coffee on that website. I smell it every single day.
And if you want to try Tim's gold-winning coffee, Zambia Fruit Cup, check out blindcoffeeroasters.com.
Thank you guys. Have a great one. We'll see you at the next episode.
Thanks, guys.